Paris, the French capital, rich of history, style, charisma and romance, but also rich of sporting highlights with Paris Saint-Germain, Roland Garros and the final stage of the cycling race, the Tour de France. Paris is host to round 11 of Global Champions League. In Monaco, Shanghai Swans regained leadership of the league table and found Madrid in motion close behind them. Third place was for London Knights, who led after Cascais, and Monaco Aces saw a good performance rewarded with 4th spot on the ranking, and both Miami Celtics and London Knights took a light tumble down the order. Let's have a look at what happened in round 1. Round 1 of Global Champions League was presented under great conditions. A super track, bright sunshine and enthusiastic spectators. Shanghai Swans regained top position on the ranking, and with Daniel Deusser in the game, they were aiming at extending their lead, with Madrid in motion only 3 points behind them on the ranking. Deusser got the job done, clear number 1. Kim Amon contributed to the team's top position with a clean round in Monaco, her first. But in Paris, Amon found herself in trouble at the Renault Zoe fence. She took wide turns to get home and added a time fault to the team's result, making it 5. Saint-Tropez Pirates needed to stop the drop on the ranking if they wanted to play an influential role in the championship. The team's manager decided to bring the 2 top performers to Paris. And home, yeah, good clear. Edwina Taps-Alexander, not on California, but on Véronèse Steenjoy, led the way. Peter de Vos on his turn kept the fences up and the pace high. The fastest double clear, Pirates leading at that point. De Vos for double clear and quicker, yes. Saint-Tropez Pirates are double clear and faster than the Prague Lions, and they stay on top of the board. On the overall ranking, Miami Celtics were in the same boat as the Pirates. A further drop was not allowed, so double clear was essential. And the athletes answered the questions. Here she is home. Ooh! And lucky on the last fence, RMC's ball. Strong rides from Jessica Springsteen and Shane Breen were all it took to keep the team in the same group as the leaders. Double clear and slightly slower meant second place. Home team Paris Panthers had the lucky draw for round 1 and were last to go. The script was perfect. Solid jumping from Gregory Wathelet kept the dream alive. For Nail Nassar though, fence 2 turned it into a bad dream. Another one gone. 8 the score, the time the slowest of the teams on 8, so Paris Panthers ranked 13th. After round 1, Saint-Tropez Pirates lead, closely followed by Miami Celtics and Prague Lions, all on clear. On a score of 4, another 4 teams follow, and 2 teams sit on 5, including Shanghai Swans. 8 is the score for 4 more teams, including Monaco Aces and Paris Panthers. So that is how round 1 ended. Now let's focus on round 2 of Global Champions League in Paris. Home team Paris Panthers sat 13th overnight on 8 faults. Both riders changed horses, and the decision of Wathelet to change from Full House to Nevados paid off. Nine strides a little bit close, but see the reaction. That foreleg of Nevados has got that, inherited it from his sire from Calvados Z. Ooh, drops off the bit right there, a little bit loss of connection, and it is the magic of Wathelet that gets him clear over that Oxford launching Global Champions Tour. Adds a stride here, sinks behind the bit, but Wathelet is once again playing his magic and comes very smooth into the double and brings home the first clear on a good time as well, 69.72. The Panthers performing.
So Gregory Wathelet, with a good clear in his own right, goes into individual 5th position.
At that point in the competition, no double clears were recorded yet, and with a tight spread of scores, the home team could really benefit from a double clear.
6 up to Global Champions. Reacts quickly, gets him straight to Renault, jumps him a little bit to the outside. but does come in on 7. 7 strides, ooh!
Derek Canny on classic green rode a brilliant round right up until the end. Last fence down meant a final score of 12 for the Paris Panthers on home soil.
You just don't feel that 12 is going to be close enough to really challenge for a spot on the podium here today, certainly not for the win.
Madrid in Motion sat in second on the league table and were the first team to go on an overnight score of 5.
And Michael G. Duffy with La Pacino.
Madrid in Motion, second on the overall ranking. The Swans leaders on the overall ranking. So double clear is a must to put the leaders under pressure and maybe improve their position. Don't forget, it's only a 3-point difference. Oh, and the first fence is gone for Madrid in Motion, and they are now on 9. It is only a 3-point difference on the overall standing between Madrid in Motion and the Shanghai Swans. On the other hand, oh, and another one.
Paris Panthers move up. This is a bad day at the office for Michael G and Madrid in Motion. Michael G. Duffy.
Time? Good.
Time is okay. It's 8 for jumping for Michael G and La Pacino. So that is going to put them on a team total of 13.
Well, luckily, Madrid in Motion sent in a clean round machine, a serious producer of fault-free rounds. It's Verdi Tien and Michael van der Vleuten. Jumped for the double clear in Cannes, where Madrid in Motion won the stage at the Côte d'Azur. 4 strides. 6, 7 strides into the combination. The time is good. Van der Vleuten is clear and keeps the team on 13 and in second place at this point. And now the ranking leaders.
Yeah, red armbanders, ranking leaders for the Shanghai Swans riders, Daniel Deusser and Peder Fredriksson.
Gets a little bit strong into the combination. Now Daniel has got the chance to get her settled down. Six up there, still clear. Deusser, the time is good as well. Jasmin van der Bisschop, Shanghai Swans, inside line for Deusser. All good, clear. Here you see the flick of the tail of Jasmin. What a great jumper that is, and it's another clear for the Shanghai Swans. Oh, she jumped well. Now, Peder Fredriksson. H&M, Christian K, second man. Ooh, that was close to RMC Spa. Huge striding Christian K by Namelus. 5 appearances, 4 clears. All good so far for Peder. And now the Renault plank. What does he do here? Outside, he goes to the outside and still stays on the 7 strides into the combination. Mind the vertical, and it is the first double clear of the afternoon for the Shanghai Swans, who they drop behind the Swans. The Swans have got a medal. The Swans are on the podium. And we've got 2 teams left to go that start on clear. First, Miami Celtics with Jessica Springsteen and Shane Green.
Yeah, towards the end of the draw yesterday, Miami Celtics gave us our final 0 to come through to day 2. They're 5th in the rankings for 2019, winners on home soil in Miami. And Michael Duffy teamed up with Shane Breen.
6 strides, the standard 6. 4 here. Cecily. RMF Cecily.
Helena Stormans, who we see there on the Kiss and Cry alongside Michael Duffy, does a great job partnering people with horses. I mean, Jessica wouldn't ride a lot of horses for Rushy Marsh Farm, but Helena just puts the odd couple with her that go really well for her, and Cecily is certainly one of those.
Last sector now for the first member of the Miami Celtics. 1, 2, 6 strides up the global champions. Now the question is, with the big stride, does she go inside on 7 or very much on the outside on 8? Here comes the time. Oh, they've got a time fault, John. They've got a time fault. Cecily and Springton are too slow. And there's one time fault, at least one. Oh, it could have been 2.
Could have been 2.
Oh.
Okay, nil desperandum at the moment. Shane Breen, he has to jump clear. He can have time faults and stay in front of Shanghai Swans. What he can't do is jump a slow 4-faulter.
And if they don't want to draw off the podium, they have to finish quicker. They're 1:44.72, but that is only if he has a rail.
So Shanghai Swans and Prague Lions both breathing down their neck on 5.
What does he do here? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No on the 6. Everybody on 6. Lena Stormont said maybe Shane will do 7. But he doesn't want to fiddle with the time allowed. No rails may drop. Oh, that was close. Oh. Massimo Dutti, Breen and Ipswich rode for the back rail, then held for the top of Massimo Dutti jumping out of the combination. How is he for the clock? Goes to 6 up to global champions. There's 2 fences left to jump. Edgy around Renault Zoe. For the lead in position, but maybe with a time fault. Shane Breen and Ipswich come home outside the time, but with the lead for the Miami Celtics that finish on 2, but overtake the Shanghai Swans.
And indeed, just like his teammate, Breen booked a time fault but took it with a smile, and the Miami Celtics led. No clean sheets so far in Paris, with only 1 team to go.
Winner tops Alexander. Veronese Team Joy. Saint-Tropez Pirates winning in Hamburg for the 2nd year in a row. Podium in Miami. Several other top 5s already this season as well.
First 3 fences go well, and the pace looks good too from Edwina and Veronese Team Joy. Good shot at June. Jumps real well here, this mare. Made her first GCL appearance yesterday, 2nd today. Deep into the corner, gets a little bit strongish up to Massimo Dutti. Good riding from Edwina, really staying back. But in order to try to stay in control over the mare, is she spending too much time over the course? That's the question. 72 seconds the time allowed. It does feel that it can fit, but it will be very, very close, John. 72 seconds the time allowed for Edwina Tops-Alexander and Veronese Team Joy and the Saint-Tropez Pirates. They've got a first clear in time.
No,
it's on.
First part of the double down. First part of the double down. And Saint-Tropez Pirates will not be the winners today. The Miami Celtics will be the winners. Edwina Tops-Alexander now relies on Peter DeVos to jump clear to put Saint-Tropez Pirates on the podium in 2nd place. 2nd, 1st overnight, but they were all on 0. In reality, they're an equal 1st. It's for something to break the tie today. And my goodness, it hasn't even been the clock. It hasn't even been the 2 riders' times. It's been faults that have divided the tie today. And Peter DeVos is still to ride. Is it going to be 2nd for Saint-Tropez Pirates, or might they find themselves further down the order? Any further problems, including a time fault, they could lose as much as 2 more places. A pole, they could lose 4 places. Peter DeVos changes from Claire yesterday to Espoir today to anchor our Global Champions League class. Time and time again, when it's been necessary, Peter DeVos has delivered the clear. He did it for both of their wins last season in Hamburg and Berlin. He is the consummate anchorman. Goes on the 9 there and reset before the next. Espoir just is a little bit of buck of exuberance after coming down that gymnastic exercise of the triple. Does a very nice little jink in the air to the left-hand side over the global champions gate, just shaves a moment or two off his time taken. Coming towards the last. He's clear all the way, and the time is okay, 71.44, just over half a second inside, but it's enough. Saint-Tropez Pirates are delivered of second place today, thanks to Peter de Vos, dropping a single place on the order of merit with that unfortunate 4 faults in the GCL double for Edwina Tops-Alexander.
Miami Celtics win the stage in Paris, but Peter de Vos jumped another amazing clear on Espoir and kept his team in second place. Miami Celtics booked their second win of the season and find Saint-Tropez Pirates just behind them. A magnificent comeback from Shanghai Swans offers them another podium in the 2019 season. The Prague Lions just miss out on that podium, and New York Empire are in 5th, which comes with precious points for the ranking. Home team Paris Panthers also produce a strong comeback and climb 6 places. Here's what Jessica Springsteen and Shane Breen have to say on the win of Miami Celtics.
Yeah, absolutely great competition. Jessie was fantastic. She kept the pressure on me to follow her excellent performance. We're absolutely thrilled with the win, and a little bit disappointed that we both at the time fault. Missed out on the bonus, but...
Can you give us some insight on the team tactics now that the competition is done? Was it the plan to go slow and maybe catch the time fault?
Well, originally Shane and I were speaking before the class, like, oh, we might have to make up a little bit of time to win today. And then before I went in the ring, Elena said, look, there's a lot of faults, so if you have one down, just keep it together and just kind of ride for the clear.
The league is still led by Shanghai Swans, but they now find Miami Celtics in their trail. Saint-Tropez Pirates also climb, now to 3rd place, and push down Madrid in Motion and London Knights. Lower down, New York Empire improve their tally, but not their position.
And now, time for the presenting party to leave the podium as the champagne shower comes up.
For stage 12, the GCL moves just outside of Paris to Chantilly, where the lush grass ring awaits the teams with their best riders and horses.
Les voici, les voilà, les 3 meilleurs équipes de cette